Well, hello and welcome once again to Day Tripadaz, and as promised, this time we've come horse racing. We're at Newton Abbot Racecourse here in Devon. This is a race course that was first opened in 1866. The main grandstand that you can see over there was opened in 1989 by the then Queen Mother. A little bit quieter day perhaps than it might have been on its inaugural opening, but nonetheless there are a lot of good reasons to come here today. The race course, which is a left-handed, quite a tight left-handed course apparently, is a jump horse racing course, and it's 1 mile and 1 furlong long, which, if you know your horse racing, might mean something significant to you. All I know is today we've come here to see a few horses jump over these hurdles in front of you today, and there's another reason to come here, is they give you a free pint on this occasion of tribute. So I'll be heading to the bar very shortly. It's a bit time limited, so I need to get over to the bar in the next, I think, 20 minutes to claim my free pint. So now it's a bit auspicious on this occasion because today is Friday the 13th. What can go wrong? Well, I know something that has gone right. We've made it here on time, but we are knowing that there's potentially a thunderstorm coming this direction. We may or may not miss it, but we won't miss Tony. You've met Tony before.
Yes, I've met you all several times now, so I'm looking forward to the racing. So there are lucky 7 races on unlucky Friday the 13th. So you never know, we might get a few winners.
Now, the first race, I believe, has only got 2 horses in it.
Yeah, it's literally a 2-horse race. So there's not a great deal of difference between the odds of the 2 different horses. So it's a bit of a 50-50 job.
Well, we've got a plan on this one here. Tony's put his bets on for the races for today. I've yet to do that. But whichever one Tony tells me he's put on in this first race, in this 2-horse race, I'm going to do the other one. So I reckon one of us will win.
Yeah, it's on the first race.
That's a fair guess.
So one of us will get double our money, sort of thing, but the other one won't. So,
well, we'll just have to buy, the winner buys the round, okay? Yes. So that's the end of that problem, but everyone's a winner. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go off and have our free pint here shortly. Now, what are we going to get out of a race course here at Newton Abbot today? Well, one of the things I would love to learn about is something called tik-tac. But, do you know, I can only see 2 sort of betting stands here, and I'll have to go and ask politely if anyone knows anything about tik-tac.
Yeah,
you know, tik-tacs when you do all that stuff, you know.
All I know is double carpet.
Double carpet.
Double carpet.
Double carpet.
1. Yeah.
What's that one with their hands on the edge?
Burlington Bertie 100 to 30 might be touching your head, but I can't be certain. So I'm sure some of the chaps over there might be tell us.
So I should point out, this is not the Grand National. This is not Aintree. And this is not one of the it's not the Epsom Derby, so it's a Friday afternoon. It's going to be a little bit quieter than you might expect, as you see from that stand there. I doubt that one's going to be filling up anytime soon, but there's a few people around here, so let's enjoy this particular afternoon here at Newton Abbot Racecourse. So you can see the main stand here at Newton Abbot is now starting to fill off, and the first race is underway, and this is a bit of a strange one because the first race has only got 2 horses in it. So Tony, with just 2 horses in it, I've gone for Arclight.
Well, I've gone for See You in My Dreams.
Okay, so now we've got 2 quite famous jockeys on board. I think I've got Jim Bowen on board, not Jim Bowen. He was in
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
The darts-based game show.
I think I've got James Bowen, isn't it?
James Bowen, and all the trainers. Nicky Henderson, who is a very famous trainer.
And you've gone for one with Harry Cobden.
Harry Cobden. Paul Nichols, again, is another top-class trainer. But it's a shame there's only 2 horses.
So it's
in
just
the
two
race.
horses here. Now it's a little bit like watching Grand Prix races, this really, because the only time you ever see them when you're actually at the race course is when they zoom past you.
They're not very noisy.
And they're not very noisy. So, but we do know they are off and running.
You can see on the screen.
And there is a giant screen here which shows us that they are actually running. And in fact they are on the way around now. So I think mine is number 1, yours is number 2.
Mine's in the red.
So we should get an idea about how it's going as they're coming towards us now on this race course. There might be a little bit of editing in this, obviously, like you do, but they're coming down here now. So here are the two horses. They're neck to neck from what I can see here, and I don't know if we're going to see who the winner is, but here they come. Horse number 1, horse number 2, and number 2 seems to be winning too. So it looks like Harry Cobden is going to win this one. Oh no, there you go. Shows how much I know about this. There's another circuit to go. So we'll join you a little bit in the...
Number 2's taken a little lead there.
Number 2, we see on the thing, so we'll join you in the climax of this race. At the moment, Harry Cobden on horse number 2 is currently in the
See you
lead.
in my dreams.
And we'll, yes, I sure will. And we'll see you shortly after they come round next time. So you join us again as they've come towards the end of the second circuit of this particular race, and it's looking very much like number 2 with Harry Cobden is going to win this race.
Come on, Harry!
And in fact, I think that's a pretty certain win there. And in fact, my horse has actually decided to not bother following through. Slow down a bit there. So sadly, I've not won the first particular race.
Oh, but I have.
Congratulations, Tony. Well, it was a 2-horse race.
I've won about 40p then.
Okay, right, well that's the race number 1 out the way. And as you can see here now, the main stadium now is started to fill up. So shortly, I shall be heading in there to join the main crowd on this side of the fence. And I'll also be going to the paddock, which is where the horses will be trotting around before they go off and do race number 2. And we'll get a chance to see what they look like then, and whether or not I decide to change my mind on which horse to support. So we'll see you very soon. Hopefully you can still hear me here. The bookmakers are doing a brisk business down here, and we're looking forward to seeing whether or not actually I get a winner today. In the first race, sadly, that was not the case. But I'm hoping that we're looking for better luck in the second one. Plenty of people here today wearing some nice hats, and it's getting really quite busy here, as you can see. Just having a look now to see which horse I've got in the second race, and I've gone for number 2, which is Ask Peter. I'm hoping we're going to head towards shortly the paddock area, and that's the bit where the horses are paraded before the start of the race, and then we'll get to see whether or not we get any clues as to what type of shape they're actually in. But as you can see, it's looking really quite busy here. Now I've done my horse race bets online, but as you can see, lots of people here are actually betting here on these individual bookmakers who are set up at the race course itself. And so you're not seeing any of those big name things, your William Hills and your Ladbrokes and things like that, but what you are seeing there are the smaller independent bookmakers. So I've made my way now down to the actual paddock, which is where, as I said earlier, the horses parade before they actually go out for the racing. And we'll see if we can spot 1 or 2 horses there. So I'm immediately seeing number 3, which is at the beginning, which is Hung Jury. And we see coming around here now.
Number 6 doesn't run. So it leaves us with 5. They're all in the paddock.
So there's number 1.
For you to see the runners and shortly the riders close up for our second.
I don't know who number 1 is. Number 4, which is Magic 7. Now there you see my horse, which is that one there. Number 4, Magic 7. You think it'd be Magic 4, really, wouldn't you? Or number 7, one way or the other. Number 3 is just coming past us now, which is Hung Jury. That's number 2, which is Ask Peter. So the point of this is that the horses get paraded in front of us, so we can see what shape they're in, and that might some way impact on the odds that people are betting on when they're here today. And they're all looking very splendid before they go out. So after they leave here, the paddock, they will head out onto the main race course, and that's obviously where the race will begin and will end. So here confirms exactly what we've been saying here about the parade ring, how to pick a winner. Shows signs of fitness, whether it's a relaxed horse and has got a nice shiny coat. Those are the key things you're looking for when you're picking a potential winner. But I just also thought I'd show you some of the other facilities that are available here at this particular race course at Newton Abbot. And we start with the owners and trainers bar, so that's probably where the money is, like you do. But there's more bars here for the general public as well, and lots of people are gathered here enjoying the day's racing. Unfortunately, we're very lucky so far because the weather has held off, and that's a key consideration here, because we do know that there are thunderclouds looming somewhere in the distance, and they've reached not too far from here, but so far we've been very lucky. So we're going to head back now towards the second race here at Newton Abbot and see if this time I can get a winner.
Harry Skelton getting on.
So you've seen the horses in the paddock. Well, we're now on the actual race course, and they've already done one circuit, so we're going to see how they do on the second one. Now I can tell you that the horse I've selected in this particular race is horse number 2, which is being ridden by Sam Twiston Davis, and the trainer is Anthony Honeyball. I'm sure that's very familiar to you. And they're coming down now to the end of the second circuit. Tony, what have you selected in this?
I selected Belle Legrand with Harry Skelton,
number 1,
the jockey, and Dan Skelton, his brother, is the
So
trainer.
it's quite simple. In the same as the first race, we're looking at horses number 1 and number 2. I'm hoping this time number 2 is the one comes through, but the last time it came round here, it was horse number 1. But this one's looking a lot tighter here, so we've got a very tight thing between horse number 1 and horse number 4, so it won't be me. Who's it going to be?
Could have been Ask Peter.
Well, we're going to have to wait for the result on that one there.
Oh no, there's Ask Peter.
Ask Peter.
Oh, it's not Ask
My
Peter.
horse is just trodden back in last place, so I haven't actually won that race. Tony, you're going to have to find out whether or not.
Claimed Brizaz. 10-3. I think it was.
So it doesn't look like either of us have come through on this particular race here. So we've come back into the hustle and bustle, as you can see, of the main stand here at Newton Abbot Races. And I'm just going to go and see if I can speak to one or two of the bookmakers that have found themselves down here. And if we can, if anyone's going to be happy enough to talk to me. Can I ask you a question? Are you on YouTube? You're okay with that? Okay. What would, because I see so many like bookmakers, you're all independent bookmakers, I think, aren't you? What would draw a punter to one stand or another?
fun.
What would draw a punter to one stand or another? Is it the prices?
Well, majority prices, but most of us bet off the same prices.
So you're going to all more or less have the same.
Yeah, shouting match.
Is it? Okay. Do you remember that back in the old days? I mean, you're quite young.
Yeah.
But in the old days, it used to be tik-tac, didn't it?
I don't know. Speak to my uncle about that.
So there's no tik-tac nowadays then? It's all done on this? Yeah. Nice one.
The computers now.
All right, nice one. Brilliant. All right, thanks very much. Okay. Day trip with Daz.
Day trip with Daz.
Yeah. Catch you on that. Cheers, mate. I can ask you a question as well. People do laying, don't they? And I think bookmakers do a lot trading. What to someone who doesn't know what that means? Briefly, what is laying?
So basically, you'll place a bet and then they lay it off. So they'll lay it off on carts or they'll lay it off online, which is trading.
So you'll bet on someone will bet a lot of money with you,
and they'll trade on that.
You'll trade with another bookmaker to basically cut your losses if one comes in. So that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you. Good luck. Have a nice day.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers. There you go. So laying your bets is the best thing to do. That way, then, if you win, you win. If you lose, you don't get punished so much. I still want to find out if there's anyone here who can do tik-tac. And I'll be really curious to find out if there's anyone here. There's a man who I know would do it. I'm on YouTube. Are you okay with that?
Depends what you're going to ask.
I'm going to ask you, does anyone ever do tik-tac now?
No.
It's gone completely, is it? So I remember John McCurk on TV doing the old double carpet.
All of that, all gone.
All gone now.
All done. All due to computerisation.
And what people will know, you would probably know the tik-tac.
No,
that's interesting. It's just kind of like a day gone past, isn't it? I kind of find that a bit of a shame.
it is, but because everything was kept on force, now it's nationwide. So you don't need people over there to try and tell you
to tell you what they're doing at the end of the track, you know, because it's all up there, isn't it? All on the screen. Brilliant. Oh, thank you. I still find it a bit sad.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna use it, well, where do I find you?
Day Tripper Daz.
Trade
on YouTube. YouTube.
Dave Tripper.
Day Tripper Daz on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you. There you go. U-Tripper. I think I've just started a new website there. U-Tripper. Someone here has to do tik-tac. I don't know if anyone does. So it's back to the actual racing again, and we're on race number 3, and this is a race with just 4 horses in it, which I think is a bit of an apocalypse. So Tony, where do we go from here?
Is it down to the lake, I fear?
So we're here going to see the horses come around the corner now. Now I've gone for Hung Jury, which is horse number 3 in race number 3, and so far I haven't got a winner, which is a bit sad really. Tony, you've got 1 winner.
I've got 1 out of 2 so far.
1 out of 2 for Tony. Well, they're coming around here, so I'm looking for horse number 3.
This is Shanna Bob in
let's
the
see
green.
if they're anywhere near it. They're going over the final hurdle here. Great. Horse number 4 is in the lead.
After diplomacy.
Number 1 is in 3rd place. Number 3 is last again. So once again, it appears I have come in last place. Have you noticed there's more cars following these horses
than
there actually are horses?
It's not a car race.
So there you go. So far, out of 3 races, I have no winners. Great. Okay, so it's back to the crowd and the stand, and having lost 3 races out of 3, I thought I'd join the actual crowd here today. Good afternoon, how are you enjoying today?
Alright, lovely mate.
Have you won anything?
First race and then last 2 rows.
So the first race there were 2 horses.
Exactly, it's good, isn't it? Good
It's not
horse,
bad.
I like it.
It's not bad, is it? Guess what? I came second.
Did you? What a surprise. The rest of it's been awful. You never know, don't give up.
There's only 3 gone, isn't it, I think, so
Don't
far?
give up, don't give up.
No, so keep going. What's your bet on the next one?
I've actually gone Hamadan, but I've actually got a sneaky each way on presenting as well.
Okay, well, good luck with that. And I think I'm the most consistent person today. I've lost 3 out of 3, and not just lost, they've come last in 3 out of 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I reckon I'm doing quite well on that one. And if I can get odds on that, I'll be well on. Nice one. Okay, so we carry on through the crowd here. Hello. Hello. Have you won anything today?
A little bit. Just what, 7 days.
We've only had 3 races, so what's a little bit? One race. That's not bad. That's a third. That's good odds. 33 to 1. Very good. Nice one. Have you won anything?
Yes.
And what have you won?
I've only won 80 today.
How many?
80 quid.
Oh, 80 quid.
80 quid. That's
Only 80 pounds.
Only 80.
That's not bad.
And I've not even gone into my back pocket yet, so I'm happy.
So, the next race, what have you got money on?
I've gone for %.
And what percentage rate do you rate that on?
I think it's either going to go each way. It's a good bet for each way, because if it comes in on a quarter, you'll still be up. That's the way you've got to look at it.
And now you look like a man who edges his bets occasionally. No, you're straightforward.
Straightforward, straight away.
Down the middle.
Down the middle.
No mucking about.
No.
Okay, so this is going to be a winner.
Yeah, this will be a winner.
Okay, and do you know what I like about today? There's some pretty good jockeys there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I mean, you've got Paul Nichols and you've got their jockeys all riding today. Paul Nichols, their jockeys are going to fly in here today. That's the way I see it.
Harry Cobden's been here.
Yeah, so, and Skelton. They're all going to be good.
And you're not your muck about.
No. And they've got the experience and they know how to ride the horses, unlike some of the other jockeys on there today.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant, isn't it? It's nice. And we haven't had a thunderstorm yet.
Exactly. It's not going to happen until the end.
It ain't, is it?
Perfect.
Not till the band starts playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice one. Catch you there. So you see it on the screen there as well as in real life. But we're about to see the real life ones come around here. There they go.
Come on.
And there's number 9. Oh, I don't know what that one was. Number 9 seemed to be in the lead then. What do you reckon, Tony?
Oh, not sure. Hammer Down was second.
Hammer time.
No, I think it was...
Okay, I'm not convinced I've got a winner on race number 4 either. So we'll see how that goes.
Hill Dart.
Nice. Okay, right. Well, the evening's starting to set in here at Newton Abbot, and the weather, fortunately, has remained very nice to us so far. Now, I'm going to take you to a little place, a little corner of this racetrack now, which I think defines the difference between the proletariat and the bourgeoisie, and you'll find out what I mean by that later in the show. So it's definitely getting darker this evening here. I just thought I'd point out a little class-based point about coming to the races here. I'm not sure if this is unique with Newton Abbot or not, but it's definitely a certain class thing here. Now, Tony and I have been watching the races this afternoon. We've been in the sort of slightly outer part of the area. I paid a little extra today to come into what they call the Paddock. We saw the Paddock earlier on, but it actually gets you access to this, which is the main stand. But there's one final little area where I'm not allowed in, and in fact I would call them the bourgeoisie, whereas I'm the proletariat, you know, on the great unwashed. And if you have a look up there, you can see the very posh people there. They've obviously got a couple more quid than I've got, and they're watching it from the stands. And I find it quite funny this afternoon because as the races begin, they all pop out from their little secret little hidden little quarters, and when the races stop, they all pop back in and no doubt get their bottles of bolly out. But they all seem to be enjoying the races just as much as anybody else, and why not? I'm not being selfish or in any way sort of unhappy that I'm not up there. I wish I was. But there you go. So that's that. Anyway, I think we're on to race number 5 very shortly here at Newton Abbot. And so far, I've got a track record of 100%. I've had no winners out of 4. Let's see how we get on in race number 5.
That looks like a
Press the bloody button, man.
Okay, I'm trying to get.
Just press the bloody button.
I thought it looks like we're at a bloody. I'll do another one. Just.
All right. Okay.
Oh, general.
Oh, well, Tony's finally taking the picture of us still here as evening descends, and it's getting quite dark here now at Newton Abbot Racecourse, and there's a crowd gathered on the other side of the field here, and I don't quite know what they're doing over there. Maybe they got a special privilege, and we'll be seeing some people with some special privileges in a moment. But if you've enjoyed today's trip to Newton Abbot Racecourse, which has certainly been a very different thing that we've done before, then would you please be so kind to press the subscribe button. I'm so pleased with the number of people who've done that so far, because don't forget, it was just a little over 2 months ago that we first made the very first film of Day Tripodaz. So if you can press the subscribe, press the like, and stick a comment down. And I do take notice of some of the comments you've made, and I will respond to them, one of which is holding the camera a little bit steadier. Yeah, I do take notice of what people say to me. So anyway, we're heading towards the 5th race, I think, or maybe the 6th. We're heading up to the last few races here this evening at Newton Abbot. So I hope you can hear me. We've made our way into the stand here at the poor people's place, and we're at the penultimate race, race number 6. I've put my money on horse number 6, which is Hill Station. What have you gone for, Tony?
Sassified.
Which is number
5.
Number 5. So 5 and 6 we're looking for. Tony's already up on the day. He's got about 32 quid or something. So it's gone very dark here, very grey. But I need number 6 to win for me to stand any chance today. Number 6 has dropped down to number 6. I think Tony's got another winner here, and sadly I've got a number 2, and I think I put that as a winner. So I came second. Oh God, it doesn't get any better, does it? The good news is though, it's brightened up a little bit around here, because we actually thought we were going to head into an electrical storm, a thunderstorm that was going to rain down on our parade. But it was a case of hold your horses, Tony.
I certainly did. Well, with Sassified winning for me, it's my 3rd one of the afternoon.
You don't want to catch your ballparks till your Rubicons come in.
And don't bolt the stable door after the
horses Rubicon. Yes, well done, whatever that was. Anyway, I've had 6 out of 6 no winners today, so I'm doing very well, very consistent. But I get to come second. Oh, actually, I might have got an each way on that, because actually it's the last race I put a winner on. So I know I need to check me doobie-doos on that one there. I might have actually got an each way bet on that. So I'll check that one out, and I'll tell you later in the show. So we've come to the final race of the day here at Newton Abbot on Friday the 13th, and so far my track record has been very consistent. I've lost 6 out of 6, but I'm sure that this last one is going to be no different, because my horse is a 28 to 1 called Wide Awake. And here it is. Tony, have you enjoyed this afternoon? I think you've made a bit more money out of than I have.
A little bit of money this afternoon.
Okay, well we've got the final lot of horses coming through. You've got Sam Twiston Davis on your final horse. They're coming down here now, and this is the final little shunt along here, and the children are trying to beat the horses. Is my horse, which is Wide Awake. Number 5 is leading at the moment. That's the final race. Have you got number 5, Tony? Have you got number 5, Tony?
No.
Why not? Well, we don't know if that's the final winner, because we're in the back in the poor people's part here. But whoever won that, well, it probably wasn't me, because so anyway. Okay, look, I hope you've enjoyed this afternoon and the day of the races. I think I've probably lost 7 out of 7, which is great, which is brilliant, amazing. But never mind, it's all about coming and enjoying these places, isn't it? That's what this whole program is about. So if you have enjoyed this program, please press the subscribe button and the like button, and if you're not into horse racing, it doesn't really matter. Come down here and enjoy a nice pint of beer. That's what I say. Anyway, so thank you very much. Now, a little word about the next program. We're off to Cornwall, and we're going to enjoy a little bit of camping again, like what we've done before. And I'm even considering another visit back to Torquay when there's a day and night adventure. So look out for those two as well. So for the meantime, thank you very much for joining us here at Newton Abbot Racecourse, and I'll see you next time. Bye.